Hey guys, welcome to Miner's Haven, a tutorial on how to make millions, and you can always expand the same exact system to make billions as well. So it's kind of, it works in a bunch of variety of ways, and you're going to have to decide how much of a budget you have and how good your old system is, because this one may get expensive and depending on what you do. So you do need a couple billion to get this started, but so first of all, you need some ore magnifiers, radioactive refiners, portable ore advancers, and solar large upgraders, and you can always have a scanner, military grade conveyors if you can afford them. I assume you do.
It's roughly like 7.5K. I think if they're in the millions, they should be able to afford it.
Them.
All right.
And then if you want, you could always use teleporters. Otherwise, just attach your mines to the actual conveyor system itself. I prefer teleporters, though. It just keeps things nice and clean. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and set up this system where the mines are going to go. If I can find my military conveyors. Okay, here they are. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this real quick. Alright, so now that we have our conveyors set up, I recommend you use Uranium Mines. These aren't that expensive, especially if you're working up to millions. I mean, I think they're 100K a piece.
My recommendation, save up for plutonium. It's really helpful in the long run.
Yeah, and they're kind of smaller too. So you can always make this conveyor system bigger as well. And it is going to be a little bit hard, especially if you put it on the edge like this, to move some of these, especially on the very edge. As you can see, it's not producing too much because uranium is kind of slow. But if you put 3 ore magnifiers, those go up to 1,000 per ore. So if you times 80 times 3, which is 240 times 3, which is what is that, 720 times 3 again, that brings it up to like 2,200.
Nerd.
So what we're gonna do next is put up some Whoops, I did that completely wrong. Put up some magnifiers, and this is a teleporter receiver, which comes from that sender over there, and then this is a Y converter into a standard conveyor. Oh, this is a converter. That's the whole piece. So we're gonna go ahead and put 3 magnifiers down. Depending on your ore, you'll have to do the math. So next, we're gonna put some large ore upgraders down. Since the ore is worth already quite a bit, we can just go ahead and do that. And if you can, go ahead and go to the blue section for points. And if you have enough, get unstable conveyors. If not, just use standard corners. So I'm going to go ahead and use unstable conveyors because this it does take up a little bit more room. But overall, it works much better and it's a bit more customizable. As you can see, my scroll is kind of bugged. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. Now you're probably wondering, the ore is probably going to slip off this. But I have a fix for you guys to fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and start flipping it around. So next, you want to put something protective on the unstable conveyors. They're plus 200% speed, but yet there's nothing to protect them. So these pieces you can get are called, let's see here, they're raised shielded conveyors. Those are only 13.5K a piece, and the regular ones are like 3 million a piece, so I don't really recommend these, or those. Plus these ones have bigger walls, so these work much nicer. If I can find them, there they are, raised shield conveyors. So go ahead, put those there. It'll also help keep the flow going as well. Especially in this spot over here, it's probably necessary to put them right there. Over here, though, it's not really too important. Alright, so that's plus 35% added on to 2,100. So yeah, that brings it up to probably 3K right there. And we're probably going to just put 2 more. And that should bring it up to 5K. Oh, use solars if you can. I actually bought a bunch of solars, but I didn't use them. Those are 24 million a piece. They're basically 3 times as fast, but they do the same thing. They have a limit.
You can't really put upgraders near them.
Okay, so this scanner, it'll increase your ore value by 150%. This has a limit of 7K, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. All right, so next, this is depending on if you can afford it or not. Go ahead and do a lane of portable conveyors. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a bunch of conveyors here. You probably want to do all 30. They do get expensive though. They add up over $1 billion after a while. So go ahead and do that. And you can use your Game Pass upgraders if you want to. That's a really good idea. And this is going to try to get the ore up to 50k for the, or to a decent amount for the radioactive refiners. So I'm going to go ahead and develop the system real quick, and we're going to loop around here. Alright, so now that we're done developing our conveyor line, as you can see, it's working out pretty well right now. The server's kind of laggy though, so it is clumping up quite a bit, and it's not responding. Ever since he added that 6-player thing, the lag has been terrible. So go ahead and place your portables, especially try to get them close to the beginning, and do not space them out at all. Try to get them as close as possible together, that way you don't have to make more and more conveyors, which is going to hurt your ore limit. So these are 5% a piece, up to 30 times. So you might think 150%, well, it doesn't work like that. It keeps stacking until it hits 30. So I think I did the math on this, and it's like 300, 500% or so, because it keeps on going 5%, like 30 times, and it multiplies from the previous one. So it keeps on going like that, and keep on doing this until you run out of money for these, and make sure you have enough for the other supplies as well. And after you're... This is really laggy, guys. After you're done doing that, you can also use your Game Pass stuff as well to help you get more money as well. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick. Alright, so now that we're done setting this up, I know this is really long, guys, but this is the only way to do it. We have 30 portable ore upgraders, so it's upgrading them 30 times. So next, for the $1 million system, I'll make a separate tutorial for the $1 billion system. What you want to do is, depending on if you have game passes or not, this will explode in 6 seconds if you don't reach it in time. So I'm going to go...
Is it the radioactive processor you're using?
Yeah.
I recommend put that at the very far end, so that way when everything's upgraded, it won't explode, and you won't lose your arms and legs. Or your life.
Yep. Okay. So I'm just I'm not gonna corner it because that's gonna lose a lot of time. So I'm gonna put my pineapple refiner and my Twitch upgrader right here. Obviously, there's not enough room for the furnace, so that doesn't really work. So if you are pretty decently far in the game, you should have a better furnace than the regular one. Otherwise, I'm gonna be disappointed in you. So if you can't afford this one, get the quantum processor. It's a very nice furnace. It works really well. As you can see, the game is freaking so laggy. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's see here. It's really hard to find some of this stuff sometimes. Alright, so now that we have that, for some reason it's lagging so bad that their Twitch thing hasn't gone away yet, so... Look, that just... What the heck? He really needs to put it back down to 4 people. Jesus Christ. Especially since people are getting farther now and learning new setups. There's no way to prevent it from exploding. What the heck? Oh my god. Alright, so this current setup is going to make 400k to 2 million a second, depending on how good it is. So it does work really well. So this, it gets it up to 7k if it hits here. This probably gets it up to 30k, and then it goes through here, gets it up to 50k. This pineapple refiner gets it up to 100k, and then this goes up to 400k a piece. So make sure to check out the billions one if you're at that point, and that's what you can do after opal mining is my $1 billion setup as well. If you have a better system, such as you use a bunch of cell furnaces, go ahead and use those instead as well. But this is a really cool system on a fairly tight budget. I mean, you do need maybe $1 billion or so to make this, but it's honestly not incredibly expensive. And again, if you have game passes, use that to your advantage. You could also put rainbow upgraders here too, but you risk of it exploding as well. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to follow or to join my Roblox group. I just recently created that. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave some comments. Let me know what other things you guys want, and leave a like as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye. Goodbye.